Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Today our topics are trustworthiness and ihsan. First we talk about trustworthiness. What is it? Trustworthiness means honesty and reliability. Another dimension of honesty is trustworthiness, or in Arabic amana. The meaning of amana is trustworthiness, or it is something or someone left to someone to protect or keep. If someone gives you something for safekeeping as an amana and you return it to him when he asks for it without changing or damaging it and without any delay, then you are trustworthy. Giving honest advice is an amana. What is discussed among a group of trusted people is also an amana and should not be discussed outside. The inheritance of an orphan is also an amana, and the guardian must keep it safe till the ward becomes an adult and is able to handle it. The opposite of amana is betrayal or even treason. That is to fail to keep the trust or amana in the way the person who left it expected or wanted. What is trustworthiness? As per Islamic term, trustworthiness used for amana has extensive meanings. Honesty in relations, honesty in dealings, honesty in business, honesty in actions. There are few verses of Quran about it, about trustworthiness and honesty. And if one of you deposits something on trust with another, let the trustee discharge his trust and fear his sustainers. Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayat 283. Verily Allah commands that you should render back the trusts to those to whom they are due. Surah Al-Nisa, Ayat 58. Sayings of Holy Prophet ﷺ, trustworthiness as the essential part of Muslims' faith. One who is not trustworthy is not a believer. A believer as one whom the people trust with their blood and property. The person has no faith who has no trust. Honesty leads to the righteousness. Our Holy Prophet ﷺ says, honesty leads to the righteousness and righteousness leads to the paradise. Trustworthiness. Trustworthiness is the basic trait of a Muslim's character. No one can be a good Muslim unless he is completely honest. The Holy Prophet said, if a person is not trustworthy, then his faith is not complete. Trustworthiness is the quality of all prophets. They conveyed the message of faith from Allah without any change to their people, as Allah's message is a very sacred trust. In the same way, our Holy Prophet conveyed Allah's messages of Islam to the people honestly and truthfully. The Quran is a proof of that. In his last sermon of Hajj, the Holy Prophet asked the people to confirm this and to pass on the message with honesty to others who were not present there or would come later. This trust of conveying Allah's message is a responsibility of all Muslims. Our Holy Prophet was extremely honest and trustworthy even as a young person. In Makkah, where people were greedy, he was famous for his honesty and people trusted him completely. When they needed to keep their valuables in a safe place, they would give them to the Prophet ﷺ because they knew these would be safe with him. For this reason, he was called Al-Amin, which means trustworthy. Even his worst enemies trusted him and gave him their valuables for safekeeping. Trustworthiness and honesty should be practiced in our daily lives as well as in everyday business, in our dealings with others, and in all relationships. Our second topic is ihsan. Ihsan literally means beautification, perfection, excellence. Benevolence or ihsan is an act of kindness which is meant to benefit others. It also means doing good for giving and helping a person in times of need. without expecting anything in return from him. Ihsan is something which a person does over and about his duties. A good way to do ihsan is to forgive a person who has harmed or hurt us. If a person has been kind to us, then returning his kind in a much better way is ihsan. Our Holy Prophet said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Verily Allah has prescribed ihsan, perfection in all things. Ihsan is to worship Allah as though you see Him, and if you cannot see Him, then indeed He sees you. Bukhari and Muslim. A good way to do ihsan is to forgive a person who has harmed or hurt us. If a person has been kind to us, then returning his kindness in a much better way is ihsan. The Holy Prophet's life is full of instances when he did ihsan for people. There are many occasions when Hazrat Muhammad did ihsan for people. Allah has asked us to do ihsan for our parents, our close family members, orphans, the poor, our neighbor, travelers, friends, and servants. For our parents, it means that we must be kind to them in their old age, never get angry with them, and always serve them well. For our family and friends, we must show love and respect and be kind and loving to the orphans and helpful to the poor. If you have any question, you can ask from me. Thank you.